everyone. My name is Cristina Miyuna Vidas and I am the reporter for today. And today's topic is all about behaviorism. What is behaviorism? Behaviorism, also known as behavioral psychology. It is a theory of learning based on the idea that all behaviors are acquired through conditioning. Conditioning occurs through interaction with the environment. Behaviorists believe that our responses to environmental stimuli shape our actions. According to the school of thought, behavior can be studied in a systematic and observable manner regardless of internal mental states. According to this perspective, only observable behavior should be considered. Cognitions, emotions, and moods are far too subjective. Strict behaviorists believe that any person can potentially be trained to perform any task, regardless of genetic background, personality traits, and internal thoughts within the limits of their physical capabilities. It only requires the right conditioning. This picture shows the features of behavioral psychology. A brief history of behaviorism. Behaviorism was formally established with the 1913 publication of John B. Watson's classic paper, Psychology as the Behaviorist Views It. It is the best summed up by the following quote from Watson, who is often considered the father of behaviorism. Give me a dozen healthy infants will form, and may own a specified world to bring them up in, and I'll guarantee to take anyone at random and train him to become any type of specialist. I might select doctor, lawyer, artist, merchant, chef, and yes, even bigger man and thief, regardless of his talents, penchants, tendencies, abilities, vocations, and race of his ancestors. Simply put, strict behaviorists believe that all behaviors are the result of experience. Any person, regardless of his or her background, can be trained to act in a particular manner given the right conditioning. From above 1920 through the mid-1950s, behaviorism grew to become the dominant school of thought in psychology. Some suggest that the popularity of behavioral psychology grew out of the desire to establish psychology as an objective and measurable science. This time, researchers were interested in creating theories that could be clearly described and empirically measured, but also used to make contributions that might have an influence on the fabric of everyday human. The key concepts. There are several principles that distinguish behavioral psychology from other psychological approaches. Two types of conditioning. According to behavioral psychology, there are two major types of conditioning: the classical conditioning and the operant conditioning. Classical conditioning. Classical conditioning is the technique frequently used in behavioral training, in which a neutral stimulus is paired with a naturally occurring stimulus. Eventually, the neutral stimulus comes to evoke the same response as the naturally occurring stimulus, even without the natural occurring stimulus presenting itself. Throughout the course of three distinct phases, the associated stimulus becomes known as the conditioned stimulus and the learned behavior is known as the conditioned response. The operant conditioning. Operant conditioning is a method of learning that occurs through reinforcements and punishments. Through operant conditioning, an association is made between a behavior and the consequence for that behavior. When a desirable result follows an action, the behavior becomes more likely to occur again in the future. Responses followed by adverse outcomes, and on the other hand, become less likely to happen again in the future. The strength.
the weaknesses.